Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Megaman X4, the Finale, Part 1. Yep. We're at the final stage now. You don't automatically get warped here. You get sent back to stage selection. I just felt like cutting that out. So, if you played a Megaman game before, you knew what was coming. Let's see, it looks like all of our sub-tanks are full. Don't really give two craps about the weapon tank. So let's go over here and start our boss rush. Alright, looks like our first fight is against the web spider. Also our actual first boss fight. He has no weakness when fighting as Zero, but as X he is weak to the Slash Beast's weapon, Twin Slashers. They can cut him off of his web and down to the ground, as well as doing a nice chunk of damage. But otherwise these are the same fights we did before. So aside from giving a little refresher information, weaknesses and stuff, if you're playing as X, maybe what they gave us. Web Spider gave us that lightning cannon thing. We didn't use all too much, but we did use. So yeah, we are approaching the final part of the game. We're almost done, as you can tell by the finale at the top. Part 1. Because I don't really have I don't have too much confidence in myself to do the boss rush and fight the final boss and everything in the same episode and make it reasonably. Plus it would just kind of break up the feel of it, so. Our next fight is against Magma Dragoon. You do not have the luxury of the ride armor for this fight. He has no weakness when fighting him with Zero, and if you're fighting him with X, he is weak to the double Cyclone, like you get from Storm Owl. He gives us the little Flame Saber uppercut, and he gives a flaming uppercut for X as well. X is whatever. I think I'm actually going to use a sub-tank because I don't really want to die here. So yeah, you can see he's actually fairly significantly harder without the ride armor. To be expected, though. The ride armor is kind of cheap, but oh well. And we don't get a cutscene that time. You guys, it's not really a cutscene. Anyway, who's up next? Alright, the Cyber Peacock. He is weak to the flame weapon as Zero, and he is weak to Soul Bond, the weapon you get from Split Mushroom as X. You really want to use it. I already went over this. Hear me talk about it again. Not quite sure what else to talk about. I mean, okay, we're coming up to the final part of the game. I guess I'll talk about what I think of this game. I love it. It's very, very nostalgic for me. This game, a lot of Megaman games are very nostalgic for me. I just really wanted to. Ratchet and Clank kind of fell through. I think that's because I just kind of lost a lot of interest in it. And yeah, I totally acknowledge that was all my fault. I think the problem was, well, I do love the first Ratchet and Clank. I don't love it that much, and the other games in the series completely outshadow it. So I figured, to get around that problem, let's do a game that I love. Megaman X4. Alright, the Storm Owl. He is weak to Cyber Peacock's weapon in both cases. I think X's version of the Cyber Peacock's weapon is the aiming laser. And he gives us the Purple Saber and the Double Cyclone for X. Wow, I actually got hit. I didn't get hit last time. That was freaking awesome. Oh yeah, when he lunges down, he'll grab you and like smack you against the ground. Yeah, see, I just showed you there why you want to use up all those in the first, because you can get extras by getting hit. But you really want to get hit. That's not really a smart thing to do. Just top things off a bit here. And next. Alright, now we're up against the Jet Stingray once again. He is weak to the Frost weapon that you get from Frost Walrus. It's called the Frost Tower for X, and he gives Zero the Air Dash, and I think it's called the Ground Crawler for X. Really easy, even without his weakness. I think he's actually harder if you're playing as X. Unless you have his weakness, then he like can't even touch you. It's like pathetic. Really pathetic. Because it just freezes him and then he just goes back up. And it's a lot easier to hit him with Frost Weapon than his X. A lot easier. Yeah, I've already talked about that design flaw where not Zero doesn't have the weakness for everyone like X does, and it's it does make the game harder for Zero. And that and the fact that I think you have lower defense, you don't have the capsule power-ups, and you know everything's got to be close range, so you're going to take more hits most likely. So yeah, but it's still, I mean, it's. All right, let's see who's next. I don't remember what all of these are. I'm gonna say... No, I was gonna say Split Mushroom. I was totally wrong. It's Frost Walrus. Alright, you should remember Frost Walrus, because we did him last, but let's say something anyway. He gives us the Frost Tower for X, and that will Frost this for Zero. He is weak to the weapon you get from Magma Dragoon, as both X and Zero, so he's there. Even without it, he's a cakewalk. So let's see, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that'll look at see. He's not like already dead. It really doesn't take long to knock out Lotus, I guess. There isn't really a lot more I can say about how much I love the game, you know? I mean, it's something I've played since childhood, and it holds a special place for me, and even taking off the nostalgic goggles, as I try hard to take all the time, it still holds up. And yeah, these are games that are meant to be played like all at once and everything. And fairly short Let's Play. I kind of try to drag it out a bit. Anyway. Here we have the Split Mushroom yet again. Second we fought. He is weak to the thunder weapon we got from the web spider. The what's it called? I totally forgot what it's called for X. I'm sorry. He gives us Soul Body for X and the double jump for Z. Both really useful because Soul Body will make Center Peacock total joke, which is definitely useful because it's actually pretty hard. So, yeah. Like, I remember having a lot of trouble with this guy when I made my first recording of this. I already went through this story, how I rage quit and ended up deleting my recordings out of pure rage because I could not beat this guy. I guess in that instance, I'm lucky, or I'm glad that I did it as my first boss. Because I don't want to get super mad and then delete all my recordings if he's like the 8th boss. And I was like, oh shit! But that wouldn't have really happened because it would have had to be this. Go back up here for our things again. And by process of elimination, we know that this here is the Slash Beast. Not as cool as an entrance as before. Slash Beast has no weakness for Zero and is weak to the Ground Crawler for X. He gives X the Twin Slasher. It works just like what he used there. And he gives us the Shipuga, this thing. No, not that thing. This thing. Which, of course, has no effect on him. Not a lot of things have an effect on him. So Zero would just kind of cut him up. Again, I really love his stage. It's probably the favorite of mine out of the 8 Maverick stage. It's designed well, the music's good. Sadly, you don't get his kick-ass battle background. See, he does a lot of damage in some ways. You do not want him. You do not want to be in his way when he lunges at you. He will grab you and take quite a bit of health. There, he's dead. And with that, we have defeated the 8 Mavericks yet again. Now, if we climb back up here, we see that golden teleporter is active. What is in this golden teleporter? We'll find out next time on Let's Play Mega Man X4.